All right, guys. So welcome to our Manhattan Life Training. We have Delise, and she is going to also be in person in next month in the Bel Air office. She's going to come out and visit us, so she can go through. I'm pretty sure some of the same things. So, like I told you in email. Delise, we are going to start trying our hand tomorrow with some health leads. And so this is going to be greatly helpful to us getting started with these health leads.
Oh, that's fantastic news. Yeah.
Mhm. So the floor is all yours.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. And just as you mentioned, Kylie, I'm going to be just going over all the products offered by Manhattan Life at a very high level overview. When I come to your office on the 23rd, certainly we can spend a little more time on any specific products, and we can take a little more of the deeper dive into it. But today, just to keep it short and sweet and simple, I am going to just share with you what we have. So again, thank you so much, guys, for finding time on your busy schedule to be here with me this morning or this afternoon. My name is Delise Billingsley, and I am part of the Manhattan Life team supporting all the supplemental health products and our final expense. So please feel free to keep my contact info handy. Here's my cell phone. Here's my email address. I do travel a lot for business, for work, especially during this time of the year, right before AEP. So the best way to get in touch with me is via email. If I am out of the office, I will leave the contact info to our agent support team, which I will be sharing that information with you as well. So I live in the Houston area in Texas. Not in Houston, but in the Houston area. I've been in the industry for about 20 years. Out of those 20 years, I spent it 13 years at United Healthcare supporting the ARP Medicare supplements. So certainly United Healthcare is my backyard, is where I grew up as a professional, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity. So we really are in a good industry, because we are getting paid just mainly just to help people, right? To know what are their health options and to protect for the future. So just to tell you a little more about Manhattan Life, who we are and what we stand for. Manhattan Life is one of the oldest insurance companies across the country. It was established back in 1850 in Manhattan, New York. It is privately held, so the new owners purchased Manhattan Life Insurance Company from in Manhattan, New York, and moved the headquarters office from Manhattan to Houston, Texas. So I'm actually like 15 miles south of our home office. We have a tremendous and financial strength. We are continuing growing organically by acquisition. We're licensed to sell in every state and U.S. territory, and we offer a broad, diverse portfolio of insurance products. So we are very well known in the industry to be offering, products for individuals under 65 and over 65, as you see it on the screen. The ones that I have lighted in green are the ones that I will be reviewing with you this afternoon. And if you are licensed in several states, just keep in mind that this may vary by state, the state availability, which I will be sharing with you the product availability map on each one of these products. I also have a product availability chart that I will be sending over to you guys, so that way you can see what's available in Maryland, on any other state that is on the East Coast where you might be doing business at.
Well, just so you know, we have a lot of people with a different license across the country, not just East Coast.
Oh, that's fantastic. So that,
Yeah.
that product availability chart is going to become very, very handy.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be sharing. And also, you don't have to be taking copies of this presentation while I'm going through it, because I am going to be sharing this presentation with you guys. As soon as we're done, right away or before the end of the day, I will be sending this, Callie, over to you, and feel free to, share with your team. So the product I want to start with, it's called Affordable Choice. This product is a hospital confinement and other fixed indemnity insurance policy. This is not a major medical plan. This is not health insurance. Again, this is a hospital confinement and other fixed indemnity plan. So I like calling this plan like a hospital indemnity plan on steroids because their benefits are, very robust and they're very strong. So we have been very successful selling this product. This product primarily is for it's for individuals under 65, and it's viewed by clients as a good alternative to an ACA plan. Before I start going over the product, I do want to share with you what would possibly be your best prospects for this product. So 75% of the individuals buying this plan are independent business owners. So if you think about realtors, insurance agents, truck drivers, carpenters, electricians, roofing companies, etc., anything that represents someone owning their own business. So that is 75% of the individuals buying this plan are those. Also, I'm pretty sure quite often you might come across maybe one of your clients is dropping their employer group plan. They will be enrolling into a Medicare plan. That this might be a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare supplement plan. But what's happening here is that the spouse is not quite at Medicare age yet. They're not 65, right? So they cannot be enrolled on a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare supplement plan. So what do I do with my spouse? This would be a great plan for that person. The third prospect on this product is think about you may have a client who is not eligible for ACA subsidy, right? So if this individual goes into an ACA plan, they might be having to pay $1,800, $2,000 a month with an $8,000 deductible or $10,000 deductible. That's not very affordable. So with this plan, this individual may have a great coverage and they can be paying for, especially if they have, let's say, a family, the spouse, two kids, three kids, they might be paying less than $800 a month for a first dollar coverage, no deductible, no out of pocket cost. The only out of pocket cost that they might be involved in is just their monthly premiums, right? So, and I'm going to be sharing, details on all of these benefits in a few. Offers rate stability. This is not attained age. We do the unisex rates. There are available optional networks to provide financial savings to for policyholders. As you know, if whenever anyone stays with the network, there are always going to be savings associated with that. But this is an open network; they can go to any provider that they would like to. Telemedicine visits are covered, and high blood pressure covered if it's controlled for a minimum of 6 months. I can't recall if I mentioned this, but I do remember mentioning that it's not a major medical, it's not a health plan. This plan also does not cover pregnancies, doesn't cover mental illness either. Okay. So my next slide is a copy of the brochure where it shows you, all the specific details on what's covered by this plan. So just for talking points, I am going to use, as you see it here on the screen, we offer the Elite Plus, the Elite, the Classic Plus, and the Classic, with the Classic being the one that has the most affordable monthly premiums. And the Elite Plus premiums are a little higher, but as you see, the benefits are a lot higher too. So I'm going to use a scenario now. So again, using Elite Plus as my talking point. Let's say that you have a client who's enrolled in this plan and they are involved in a bad accident. This bad accident might be health related, right? Maybe they had a heart attack, they had a stroke, um, something of that sort. Or maybe they were outside hanging, Christmas lights, and they were up in the roof on the ladder. They fall down. They are severely injured. They might be in a motorcycle accident or car accident, right? So the person is really, really in bad shape and they must go to an emergency room. So with this plan, the client, if they go to an emergency room, the affordable choice Elite Plus will pay $300 two times per calendar year. Okay, as you see it down here, if they go to an urgent care, it's $300 four times a year. After that ER visit, it's determined that your client may have to be admitted into the hospital, right? So for the first inpatient day per calendar year, the Elite Plus will pay out $3,000 just for the admission. After that hospital admission, it is determined that the individual, your client, may have to be in the hospital as an inpatient for a couple of days. This might be 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You do the math. This plan will be paying $6,000 per day. Now, if the person is on a family plan and they have the Elite Plus, this $6,000 a day is applicable per person. Okay? So you do the math. If they're in the hospital 3, 4, or 5 days, you multiply 6,000 times 3, 4, 5 days. This product also has a built-in benefit injury reimbursement, which means that on year 2, right, the inpatient hospitalization benefit will increase 25% each year from years 2 to 5 for injury related hospital stays. So in year 2, this payout will go from $6,000. On year 2, it will go up to $7,500. Year 3 will go up to $9,000. Again, per day, per family member who is enrolled in this plan. Year 4 goes up to $10,500. Year 5, it goes to $12,000. This plan will also cover surgery benefits, right? And I can email you and share with you, the full brochure so you can, read all the specifics. And I do want to make a pause here reading the details for the surgery benefits. As it says here, daily surgical benefits for both inpatient and outpatient surgery. The reimbursement schedule for one unit is similar to what is payable under the Medicare physician fee schedule for surgeries. It's a maximum of $50,000 benefit per calendar year. So the Elite Plus will be paying 3 times that policy fee schedule. But again, we go by that Medicare physician fee schedule. This varies by year, right? It is determined by Medicare, not by Manhattan Life. So let's say that's Medicare physician fee schedule for 2025. I'm just going to make up a number. Let's say that is $10,000 this year. Okay, how do you find that? You go to medicare.gov, and that's where you find what the Medicare physician fee schedule is for any given year. So this plan here will be paying, again, I use 10,000 as an example for 2025. Well, for that surgery benefit, this Elite Plus will pay 3 times that policy fee schedule, right? So you do the math, 3 times, so that will be $10,000 times 3. It covers ambulatory surgical benefits, daily assistant surgeon benefits. You all see it here listed. And again, I'm going to share with you a copy of the brochure. It covers doctor's office visits with a rollover, and the rollover is 5 days to the following year. So they get paid $200, 10 days per calendar year. They can only roll over 5 days to the following year, to 2026. So I have 10 days on the Elite Plus. I only went to the doctor twice this year, right? So I can roll over 5 to 2026. That means that I will be losing 3 days. And it has a prescription benefit per day, which is $75. So if I go to the doctor today, the doctor gives me, gives me 3 prescriptions to be filled. If I go today, August 25th, and I fill all those 3 prescriptions, the plan pays $75 per day. But if I go today, Monday, I fill the next one on Tuesday, and I do the next one on Thursday, the plan pays $75 per day, right? That will be the Elite Plus. The Classic will be paying $25 per every per day for refilling your prescriptions. So this is not, any. You're not cheating here. You're just understanding the system. It also covers outpatient medical benefits. You see it here: colonoscopy, PAP, PSA, covers laboratory services, covers therapy services, chiropractors included, radiology services, ground and air ambulance. You see here 150 ground ambulance, 1500 for air ambulance, allergy shots and immunizations for kids only. It has a cancer benefit that it will cover radiation, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, right? $2,000, 40 days per calendar year for any of these services listed here. For the inpatient hospital confinement, the calendar year limit is $1 million. The prescription benefit has a calendar year maximum of $750 per year. Allergy shots and immunizations at $100 calendar year maximum. And the lifetime maximum that this policy, Affordable Choice, will be paying out to the insured is $5 million. Quite frankly, this product has been fantastic for us for the individuals under 65, especially on the three prospects that I shared with you when I first started talking about this product. So it's been great for us. Here's just a quick example of the rates. I have used Texas as an example because we use everything, using Texas as an example because our home office is here in Texas, but the rates are pretty much compatible nationwide. So let's go with that. I'm going to use an example of someone in their early 40s, mid 40s, with a spouse and a couple of kids, right? So check out these premiums. That individual will be paying less than $800 a month for individual and family plan. Right, let's go down here to the little footnotes. Family rates include up to 4 children. Any additional children are charged the charge rate. As you see it here is the last row here on the screen. Okay. So if they have up to 4, will be covered on the family plan. If they have 5, 6, 7, then that's when they have to pay $183 per kid. Actually, if you see it here in Texas that it says $744 for the individual and family. I was in Utah 2 weeks ago in Salt Lake City, and for the individual and family, it was like $600 for the family plan. So these are, great rates, better than going with a, $1,800, $2,000 a month with a $10,000 deductible if they're on the regular traditional ACA. So it is an open network, but we do provide a network here if they would like. Obviously, there are savings associated with this. There is the First Health Network. Redo, this is a prescription benefit plan. There is Green Imaging. There is telehealth consultants, direct labs, and there is a care guide, right? And all of this information will be provided to the insured once they receive the copy of the policy. Here is the product availability map. Pretty strong presence across the country. And again, the product has been just simply fantastic for us. The next product that I wanted to share with you, it's called Paid Enhanced Accident. So this product can also be sold to individuals under and over 65. This product is an individual supplemental accident expense product that will provide benefits only in case of an accident. So benefits are included for an accidental injury, accidental death, accidental dismemberment, and accident related hospital and ambulance expenses, etc. So we continue to grow and make our products, more competitive, flexible, and used to for you as an agent. So we recently expanded the issue age on this product to 84, where it was used to be 64, right? So now the product is available for individuals 18 to 84. We offer individual, couple, family rate. It is guaranteed renewal for life. That means that as long as they continue paying their premiums, right, their policy will remain active. There are two benefit levels, 1 unit, 2 units. This pretty much means like, I want to call it like plan one and plan two, right? So plan one has all the benefit amounts that are covered under that basic plan one. And the plan two pretty much doubles up the amount that is paid on the plan one. But I don't know why we call it unit one and unit two. I don't like that name, but it's okay. Two benefit options, 24 hours or off the job only. Simplified underwriting. This is a real indemnity plan, so it will pay in addition to any other coverage that the policyholder may have. Uh, it has an annual wellness benefit rider is available for an additional premium, and the rates are very affordable. I was running a quote for someone age 65 a couple of weeks ago, and the premiums were like $18 to $20 a month. So we have seen a lot of agents contracted with Manhattan Life very successfully selling these plans with Medicare Advantage plans. Now, speaking of ancillary products or supplemental health products, guys, think about this as an opportunity to offer your clients, peace of mind, additional coverage for the unexpected, right? Unfortunately, we don't write it down on the calendar. When are we going to you have an accident, or when are we going to have an illness that it was not expected, right? So this type of plans, ancillary plans, you don't have to be an expert on it. Just make sure that the features of the product, what's covered, and please know that myself and my team are here to support you as much as we can. And whenever you get this kind of like funky questions from a client, hey, feel free to reach out to us and we can help you. We have sample policies on all of these products too, so that way you can take a deeper dive into how the benefits are covered. Oh, and why not forget, whenever you're selling ancillary products, this is going to offer you an additional income. It's been proven that it's going to give you a higher retention on your clients. Hey, I have everything with Callie. She's taking care of me. I'm going to stay with her, and they're going to refer people to you, right? So just mention the products, their coverage, and all you can do is just talk about it. Here is the product availability on our paid enhanced. Pretty strong across the country as well, huh? Our next product is cancer, heart attack, and stroke. We also see a lot of agents successfully selling these plans with ACAs and MAPDs. I'm going to use a couple of examples here in a minute. But, this cancer policy will provide a one time lump sum benefit for the initial diagnosis of a qualifying cancer. The heart and stroke policy may provide multiple benefits depending on which and how many qualifying events an insured experiences. So, this plan doesn't require a coordination of benefits with any other plan. It is an indemnity plan. So the dollar amount after a claim has been filed will be sent directly to the insured. So we market this product as one on one brochure. However, this can actually be sold as a cancer policy itself, or you can sell it as a cancer, heart attack, and stroke policy. So most clients like buying both just for an additional couple of dollars. You could have different face amounts on each side if you would like on cancer and heart attack and stroke. So Shaz is available for ages 20 to 84. We offer the plans for individual couples, family rates, which we do with all of the products offered by Manhattan Life. So if a couple buys it, they can choose on each between $5,000 up to $75,000 in benefits. We offer two strong riders, and these are sold to people up to age 54. And these riders are very inexpensive. It's like 75 cents per month for like a $5,000 coverage. So what these riders do is, for example, the cancer reoccurrence benefit rider. Let's say that you have a client or loved one or someone close to you, right? That if they've been through this awful illness, there's always going to be that concern in the back of their mind. What if the cancer comes back? The cancer might come back or it might not, right? But if it does, and they have this rider, right, this policy could actually pay that benefit amount, the full benefit amount, twice. So if the cancer comes back within less than 2 years, unfortunately, the plan will not be paying anything out to the insured. If the cancer comes back between 2 to less than 5 years, it will pay 25% of that benefit amount. If the cancer comes back between 5 years to less than 10 years, then it will pay 50% of that original benefit amount that the insured purchased when they enrolled into this plan. And if the cancer comes back 10 or more years later, this policy will pay that 100% of the benefit amount out to the insured. Okay. So, very typical underwriting questions like we see with any other, cancer, heart attack, and stroke policy. We're going to look back 5 years if the applicant has been diagnosed or treated for cancer or any given heart condition. Uh, Both policy forms have a 30 days waiting period, and the waiting period is the first 30 days following the effective date. So, where no benefits will be paid for any qualifying event or cancer diagnosis during that waiting period, right? Which is the 30 days. So, this product is our second highest volume in terms of applications received within the past 2 years. So again, ideal package to cross sell it with ACA and MAPD plans. Think about this: you have a client, they have a Medicare Advantage plan, which is no premium, low premium. That's fantastic. But 2, 3 years later, your client gets diagnosed with cancer or a heart condition. What do we do now? Right? Well, if they have a $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 cancer policy, this lump sum amount is going to be paid out to your client, and certainly is going to help pay for those out of pocket costs or those benefits that are not covered by an ACA plan or an MAPD plan. So we also offer, as you see it on the screen here, the spousal discount. We have a strong presence with this product as well. Okay, so we call that CHAS for cancer, heart attack, and stroke. So now let's talk about DBH. So this is our highest volume product that we sell in terms of applications. This is our number one selling product. It's a very easy sell, right? We know that Medicare doesn't pay for anything related to dental or vision. Medicare Advantage plans may cover some of these, but the coverage is very limited. So some people, for very affordable premium, can have that extended coverage. So this product is available to individuals 18 to 99. It is a guaranteed issue for all ages. There's no medical questions asked whatsoever. Guarantee renewable for life if they keep paying those premiums. You can sell this plan as a dental only, or dental and vision only, or dental and hearing, or dental vision hearing. It depends what your client wants, what they need, what they can afford, right? So you can certainly tweak, this plan to offer your client what is best for them. So we offer four different benefit levels, starting from $1,000 a year on coverage up to $5,000. That makes us pretty unique in the industry, as most carriers offer just up to 3,000. So there are two deductible options: zero deductible, $100 deductible. Basic and major services are covered in year one, including implants. It includes orthodontia benefits, and the orthodontia does have a waiting period of 12 months. And although this product is also an open network, they can go to any doctor, any dentist, any vision doctor, any hearing doctor that they would like to. But if we do offer a network, and if they stay within network, certainly there will be savings associated with that. So this orthodontia benefit is the only coverage that will have the services will have to be done within an in-network dentist, and that's it. That's the only one. And orthodontia has a maximum lifetime coverage of $1,500. I think that will be listed on my next two on the next slide. So the family rates includes up to 3 children. We offer rate stability. This is not an attained age product. And we have the best in class hearing benefit, which is $750 per ear per year. And this is just a copy here of the brochure. As you see here, it says, all the services that are covered: preventive services, basic services, major services, orthodontia with that lifetime max that I just mentioned, vision services, and then if they stay within network and out of network, you see what the client is going to be responsible for. So what contracted rate means is the amount a dental practitioner that has a contract with a dental provider network agreed to accept as a total payment for the treatment provided. The usual and customary, as standard in the industry, we adjudicate claims based on usual, customary, and reasonable fees, UCR. So it's just important that the agents and applicants understand these terms. Okay, and we have all of that also explain a little better, expand a little more on the definition on our agent guides. On each one of our products, we have an agent guide that is going to walk our agents through, all the do's and don'ts and how to understand the product a little better. So certainly is a very useful little document there to keep it as a reference. So here is product availability map for our DVH. Also, as you see it, very strong presence across the country. And it's funny how our company started in Manhattan, New York back in 1850, but we don't have any products in New York, right? New York is just, it's one of those very special Department of Insurance. So now let's talk about Secure Advantage, and this is our final expense product. This was the one product that initially attracted Manhattan Life, acquiring Standard Life and Casualty. This product has been incredibly strong with very competitive rates for us. We have a large BOB, book of business. This product was designed about 25 years ago, and it has never had a rate increase. We have the same rates that we offered 24 years ago, right? So whenever you are running a quote on final expense nationwide, Manhattan Life is always going to come up, either the first one as far as best rates, or certainly we're going to be on the top three. So this plan also offers very competitive rider, AD&D, for either $10,000 or $5,000. Also, the cost is about 77 cents for $5,000 coverage. We sell this product for individuals ages 0 to 85. The zero means actually 6 months old. It's a typical final expense with rates never increasing, as I mentioned, guarantee renewal for life, builds a cash value. So this product is great for the healthier individuals. Reason why the rates are so competitive. It is underwritten, but is simplified issued. There's no blood work. There is no exams. There is no phone interview. We do not have a modified or a graded version. It is a yes or no, accept or decline application. We do run an MIB, right? So that might be the kicker, because again, this product was built for that healthier individual. Someone in their, early 40s, mid 40s, early 50s, early 60s, or maybe mid 60s in good shape, right? So you want to make sure that they are buying it when they are younger, when they can qualify for it. But again, our rates are one of the best in the industries. We know that there are some other competitors out there that they might be paying a higher commission on final expense. Well, you may want to look at the rates are a lot higher too. And probably within the past 10 years, that other carrier has also had a couple of rate increases too, right? So our goal is to maintain, these rates as low as possible, so more people can afford it and they can keep their plans with us. So think about this. Whenever anyone pass on to the better life, unfortunately, the bills don't go with that person. So why putting all this burden on the family that is going to have to deal then with a mortgage and with the final expenses and with a car payment and with the student loans? So it's always good to have that little baby policy of 15,000, 20, 25,000 that is going to help out with those final expenses, because gosh, even if we can't even afford, funeral costs these days, they are expensive. So it's always good to have this, this product there, as protecting the family that is being left behind. So in regards to the sales face value, you could sell to a 50-year-old person a benefit level of $50,000, or ages 50 to 80, $25,000, or 81 to 85, $15,000 base amount. The only state exception here is Florida, where the state of Florida, where the max is maxed out that they can buy or they can choose is $25,000. Okay. So again, this type of product can help with, funeral home rental and services and burial expenses and embalming or cremations, medical bills, hospice care, credit cards, auto loans, you just other debts. Just think about it. So here is the product availability across the country. We're hoping to have it in a couple of more states within the next couple of years. So now let's talk about hospital indemnity plans, hospital indemnity select with um, Manhattan Life. As As we know, Medicare Advantage plans are being sold as a no premium, low premium, but that doesn't mean that your clients will not be exposed to out of pocket costs, right? So it's always good having this type of protections. Do you also know that we have millions and millions of individuals across the United States currently enrolled on a Medicare Advantage plan? They call it, oh, the free plan. Free? No, it's not free, right? But they are going to be exposed to those out of pocket costs. And do you know that less than 1% of individuals enrolled on a Medicare Advantage plan across the country, they have a hospital indemnity plan? So there is a lot of opportunities on selling this plan, right? Because you can sell it year round. You can sell it to someone who's on a Medicare Advantage plan, or maybe to someone who's on a high deductible plan or employer group plan, or maybe someone who is on ACA plan, or an individual with no plan at all. Maybe someone who is just a Medicare A and B, right? But they always going to have some type of coverage that is going to, help them with, expenses related to ambulance, ER, urgent care, mental health, admission benefits, just being at the hospital, and etc. So this product is issue ages 18 to 89. We also offer the individual, couple, and family rates, guarantee renewal for life, very competitive rates across the industry. We offer the guarantee issue option to individuals 64 and a half to 70. Although it's guaranteed issue 64 and a half to 70, the pre-existing clause will apply. Remember, this is not a Medicare plan, right? When someone is eligible for open enrollment or guaranteed issue, typically the pre-X are waived. Well, but this is not a Medicare plan. This is an indemnity plan, right? So although they can go into this plan on a GI, the pre-X will apply to it. And I believe I will have to double check on this, but the pre-existing condition, it's for 12 months. It's a 12 months. So the basic plan already mentioned here will cover ambulance, ER, urgent care, observation coverage, and mental health admission benefits. We offer riders, which are the skilled nursing facility, first day hospital admission, and outpatient surgical procedure. Typical underwriting questions that we see in the industry. We launched this product early last year, and it really took off this past AEP last year, right? We're doing really, really well with sales as the rates, again, they're very competitive, and the benefits, the coverage is just fantastic. So here is the current product availability map. I need to update this one because we also have it approved in the state of Pennsylvania. Virginia should be approving it soon, if it's probably already approved, but I think that Virginia is coming soon. Yeah, so just stay tuned because our goal is to have this product. We currently have it approved in 31 states, and our goal is to have it by October 15th to be on 40 plus states. We also have a really neat, it's called MA matching tool on the portal. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. It's so cool. You will enter your client's date of birth, age, and their zip code. And then the tool to give you a quote is going to be gathering information directly from CMS, and it's going to give you all the benefits of that Medicare Advantage plan that your client is enrolled in, and is going to build like the perfect hospital indemnity plan for them with no out of pocket. It's so cool. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. Hopefully we're not running out of time. Check time. Okay, we're doing good. And that is the last product I wanted to share with you guys. So let me tell you a little more about Manhattan Life. So we have Superior agent and client customer service support. Manhattan Life doesn't TPA third party administrator. We don't TPA anything. Everything is done at the Houston office by Manhattan Life employees. Things such as, enrollments and underwriting and commissions and, supporting our insureds. Everything is done in house. We have our agent resource center, that's our agent portal. And we have one of the best e-apps in the industry. Right. I am very tech limited. I fixed everything on and off, turn it on and I turn it off. I do that with my car, with my computer, with my kids, and that seems to work for me. But, this e app is like very user friendly. So if I was able to figure it out, you can. Okay. Because I hate technology. Our signature process is the mother's maiden name. We have all of our materials, trainings, webinars, things posted on the agent portal. We have it in English and Spanish. We accept ITIN for individuals with no social security number. Okay, so if they don't have a social, but they have an ITIN, you can enroll that individual in any of the products offered by Manhattan Life. We have a fast underwriting process, and our insured can file their claims by mail, by fax, online. And we also have a mobile app, right? You see it here on the right. It's called Easy Upload. They can upload it to their phones, to their tablets, and they can do everything using technology. It's and everything will be processed a lot more quicker if they use this app. So we are salespeople and we love to be rewarded. So we also have this agent incentive trips every year. We offer two. We have the Sherman's Club, we have the President's Club. I believe the minimum production requirement to attend any of these two events are very reasonable. The trip qualification dates are typically run every year from February 1st through January 31st of 2026. And they go to places like Greece, Sweden, Germany, Italy, Croatia. I believe for next year, I think it's either Croatia or Germany. The President's Club is for that second tier of agents that they were actually not quite made it to the first tier of the 45 top overall across the country, but they're still going a trip. And all of these trips are for the agent, for the spouse. Everything is paid for as long as you meet the production criteria. Transportations, hotel stay, meals. I've heard that it's a lot of free time when you go on these trips. And we're one of those very few carriers that we will allow the agent to take their children with them on this trip. Now, Manhattan Life won't be paying for the children, right? It will just pay for the agent and the spouse. So, but if you want to take the kids, you will have to pay for that out of pocket. But really, I mean, do you want to go on a special vacation with your spouse and take the kids? No, leave it with grandma, with the aunt, right? So they can, have fun with your kids for 7, 8 days, where you're having some other type of fun, right, outside the U.S. So this is the our agent support contact info. We provide great support. We called this team the ACEs, which is agent, consultant, and enrollment specialist, and they're really specialists on all of our products. You send them an email, call them, but you already have my contact info too, so you can send me an email, and I'll be happy to support you and assist you. Here's their business hours of operation: Monday to Thursday, 8 to 5, Fridays, 8 to 2 Central Standard Time. That's the website for our agent resource center. So once you are contracted with Manhattan Life, You will receive an agent number. You just go with that writing number to that page, you register, and you will have access to what I'm going to show you here within the next few minutes, okay? And that's the general website for Manhattan Life. So here is a quote of our CEO of the company, Mr. David Harris. So Mr. David Harris and his son Tyler are the ones, who are our top executives running the show. They're the owners of Manhattan Life, and they're very amazing, humble gentlemen. Right? His son Tyler Harris is the president of Manhattan Life, and he's actually the one who's running, the company right now. So I hope this was very helpful and informative to you. But let me go to the portal right quick, because I promised that I will share that with you. So now we're going to the agents portal. Uh-oh, where did it go? One moment. Um, I had the agent portal opened and I don't know what happened. But one second. Mm, oh, goodness. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is the look of the portal. You click here on the dashboard. You're going to, we have a training schedule where we do host training sessions, live training sessions every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's always on different products. The training sessions only last about 30 minutes if you want to learn more. If you are unable to attend any of these training sessions, if you go here to Agents Tool, click on it, go down to Training Library. You're going to click on the first one, Training Videos. You see we're giving you here the password, ML Training. I want to show you what happens. This is going to show you all the products. Is it training or trainings? I forgot. Oh, okay. So here is a list, or you're going to find, you see, pre-recorded sessions on the portal, on all the Lighthouse series products offered by Manhattan Life, CHAS, DVH, home health care, hospital indemnity. Oh, I never mentioned this home health care and short-term care. We do have those products too. I don't know why I hid those slides, but we'll talk about those products when I come see you guys on the 23rd in person. Hospital indemnity. We have a plan called Out of Pocket that also, help insureds with the out of pocket expenses that they may have on any plan that they are currently enrolled in, right? So here, these are, just videos on demand. You can view these videos at any time, whenever it's convenient for you. So where I want to go now is, let me go out. If you're licensed in multiple states, you want to see, you live in Maryland, but you want to see what is available in Texas, right? So you're going to go to, look to your left, downloads, click on downloads, you click on product downloads, and here's the map of the US, and you can click on any state and it's going to show you what products are available in any given state. Okay? So we're not going to go there because I want to show you the little tool here on the quote and enroll. This is where you can run, your quotes, or this will give you access to the e-app. So I am going here with, just for training purposes, I'm going to use my own zip code. No, let's use my home office. I'm going to use 77092. That's a zip code in Texas. We're going to click next. I am going to run a quote for someone who is, no, I want to do a 65-year-old. One moment. Let's run a quote for someone who's 65. So they were born in 60? Yeah. Okay, let's keep it male. The tool is automatically, excuse me, it's going to default the effective date to the very next day. You see it here, the 26th. But however, the insured may select any date they would like to, with the exception of the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st of each month. Right? But let's just keep it here on the 26th. Here's where you go and you add if there are any dependents that are going to also be enrolled in the plan. It could be the spouse, it could be the child. You're going to add the date of birth. You're going to click add. Don't forget, add if you're going to add them. But let's just keep it simple right now. And let's go with a male, 65-year-old in Texas, Houston area, and view products. So now the tool is going to show me all the products that are available with Manhattan Life to a 65-year-old male. Accident, the cancer by itself, or cancer, heart attack and stroke, TBH, home health care, short-term care, hospital indemnity, final expense. So this platform is really like an Amazon experience. I mean, you can just go and click and add it to the little cart, right? So let's see here in the hospital indemnity, are the proposed insured first-time applicants for this hospital indemnity product? Yes. So as you see here, the tool is already telling you that that zip code that I use is in Fort Bend County, Texas. It's going to show you the list of all the carriers that offer a Medicare Advantage plan under that zip code in Texas, right? So let's go with United Healthcare, just because. And it's going to show you all the Medicare Advantage plans that United Healthcare offers under that zip code, right? So pretty large. So let's go here with, I don't even know which one to pick. Let's pick a PPO. I don't know much about Medicare Advantage plans. I've always been on the Medicare supplement side and now ancillary products. So for the year 2025, I'm confirmed. So once this thing is thinking, right, you see on the left, it's showing you all the plan details on that Medicare Advantage plan that your client is currently enrolled in. So it says inpatient hospital stay in network, $375 per day from days 1 through 5. So let's go to the left. It's suggesting here that the hospital indemnity plan that they are about to purchase with us should start on day 6. Outpatient hospital stay, 0 to $375 copay per visit. Out of network, 40% coinsurance visit, skilled nursing facility. So here is saying that the daily benefit should start at $400. Because of his age, they can only go up to $750. But if the individual is under 65, they can go up on daily benefits up to $10,000 a day. Fantastic, huh? That's pretty cool. Here, the tool is suggesting that for the outpatient surgical rider, to go with the 500. The nursing facility covering 21 to 100. Coverage amount 200. So here is, let's say whenever you're running that quote for your client, if you need to review the agent guide for anything, or your client wants to see the actual rates on Spanish or English, you have it here. So here is telling me that Medicare, that hospital indemnity plan for your client, where they're going to have no out of pocket cost, just that monthly premium on this plan is $59.64. But now your client might come back to you and say, you know what, well, that's great, but I would really like to keep that like $55, maybe at $50 a month. Okay, no problem. So you can tweak it, right? So I would suggest, well, here on the benefit period, let's leave it at six. Daily benefit that they're going to receive, maybe we can put down to 350. On the outpatient surgical rider, let's just do 250 instead of 500. I mean, they would still be responsible for some out of pocket costs, but not as much, right? This skilled nursing facility benefit rider, let's keep it there, but we can go 150. Or you can remove the rider completely. I wouldn't do that. You see, and we went down to less than $50. You can start the enrollment here, or maybe your client may say, this looks great, but let me consult this with my kids or with my husband. Can you save it? Or can you send me the quote? You can from here. Let's say that maybe your client says, hey, while we are here for that hospital indemnity plan, maybe can you run me a quick quote uh, on DVH, dental vision hearing? Sure. So typically the plan that we sell the most is a $3,000 benefit a year with $100 deductible, because having a deductible is going to drop that monthly premium. And you will also see here that we have the agent guide, the brochure in Spanish or English, right? It's going to tell me that for your client is 52.57. That's a little too much for your client. Well, you can go back and lower this here, right? You can take it out, and maybe we're going to go with 1,500 a year with $100 deductible. And you show this to your client, $45. Can you afford that? Yeah. Okay. So now you have one client, two products: hospital indemnity, vision, dental, hearing. And guess what? If they had a spouse, right, you could be selling 4 apps here instead of just 2. Just run the quotes, show it to your clients, let them think about it, right? Don't give it more than 48 hours, right? So you don't want to give them too much time to think. You got to get them. So here, save it, send the quote. You can begin the enrollment process where you're actually, again, enrolling 2 individuals with just one application. So, and you can go back to ARC. Once we come to see you guys in person, we're going to go over, we have the self-enrollment links. That is pretty cool, right? So you can enroll individuals, and you see here enrollment links on any of our products. You can just email it to your clients, and that enrollment link is tied up to your writing number. So your client just goes and they enroll themselves, and you get the credit. We have a media gallery. So where we have, you see here, social media, everything is approved by legal compliance. We have product brochures. We have presentations that you can use. We have a whole bunch of things, guys, to just make your life easier. You can run a live illustration on Final Expense right over here. Email it to your clients. You can order supplies. You can view your commissions. If you have a hierarchy or a downline, because you're a GA, but you have a downline. If not, that's fine. You can just view your book of business here. And that is it. Callie, with that, this ends my presentation. So do we have any questions, or?
I got a couple questions, and I'm sure a couple other people do as well. So all of the details that you were going through as far as each plan, where do we find that information on the website?
Okay, so when you go here under downloads, you're going to click on product downloads. And now we're going to go here to, I don't know, what state do you want me to click on?
Yeah, let's look at Maryland, since most of us are in Maryland. Let's just see.
Always disregard the first 4 or 5 products.
Okay.
Okay, so start here with, you see where it says central choice? Now, hang on a second.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, no, no. Just disregard this one. Post federal DI income. These are all for our work side division. That's our division that handles the group side. So
Okay.
just disregard those. These ones will start here for you guys, where it says affordable choice. So
And that's
here,
going to be the main product that we're focused on is going to be affordable choice.
okay, so here it is. So we have the app, we have the brochure, we have the
Okay.
aging guide, we have the cancer, we have the cancer, heart attack, and stroke. We have a critical protection recovery plan. We have 2 DVH products in Maryland. No dental, vision, hearing. I know this is a home health care. Hospital indemnity is approved there. Fantastic. We have a short-term care, out-of-pocket protection, accident plan, and that's it.
Okay.
So here's where you find the application, the brochure, all the agent guides. Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
Hmm.
And then my next question was, so the final expense product, it says guaranteed renewable. I'm confused about that if it's a whole life policy.
Yeah, guarantee renewal for life just means that as long as they are paying those premiums, that policy will remain active.
Okay. All right, got you. Okay.
Hmm.
Yep, those were my two main questions. Who else has questions? Because I know you
Me
guys
real quick.
The
Oh,
question, Felicia.
go ahead, Felicia.
Okay, I was really excited about those products. Thank you. Do they cover any like pre-existing um, like problems, like people have pre-existing issues in the body?
Pretty much all the products are going to have that pre-existing clause. It varies by plan. There are some plans that will be 30 days, some other plans that might be 6 months, some other plan will be 12 months, and all of that will be listed on the agent guide for each given product.
Oh, okay. Thank.
my
Mhm.
question is, I'm presently in New York. So just to be clear, there's no products in New York.
Yeah, you know what? Let's click real quick right now. We go to downloads, product downloads. I think in New York, all we have is like DVH. And believe me, it's not us, it's
No.
the Department of Insurance
Oh.
in your state. They're like very emotional people.
But DVH you have in New York. So
Oh
even
no,
that's a regular
I'm
product.
wrong. No, we don't even have that. The
Oh,
only one that we have is the critical protection recovery, and that's it. Wow, that's terrible. I feel like I want to cry. So, in other words, yeah, don't
no.
sell anything in New York.
But
Can
you
sell.
have maybe like Jersey and like the tri-state area, but just not New York.
Yeah, I think in New Jersey we do have more products. Let me click on Jersey real quick. No, this is here's Jersey. Ah, well, at least there we have the 2 dental, 2 DBH products, cancer, and that's it.
Okay. Thank you. Mhm.
So I have a question. Um, are we able to enroll non-US citizens, like if they have their residency card?
That is correct. As long as they have an ITIN number, they need to have that ITIN.
Okay. And my next question is, how are we paid and how often? I guess how often are we paid?
As soon as the application is accepted and we have received that the first month premium, the agent gets paid.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
Directly.
typically,
They
how
also
long is the
directly. You get paid directly if you are an independent broker. I don't know if you guys are independent brokers or you guys are LOAs, Callie.
Everybody's independent.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you will get
Mhm.
paid directly by the company.
Okay, and typically, how long is the underwriting process for these products? Like, are
That's
they
a
like,
great.
is the dental, is the dental and the vision and the hearing, is that like guaranteed? Is it approved right away, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's pretty much approved right away. Typically, it depends. It takes, I don't know, probably 2 3 days. But it all depends also, what type of claims your client is filing, because when you think about DVH, that is probably is not a huge amount that we're paying out, or if you're talking about a cancer policy where your client had a $75,000 for benefit, right? So that one might be taking a little longer, but typically it's done within 2 3 days.
Okay.
Hmm. But of course, if they are sending via mail, it's going to take 2 3 days to get whatever. Or if they are using a fax machine, which is 1972 technology, that can take a little longer too. But typically, if they do everything online, or if they use the app that I showed, that they can upload it to their phones or tablets, everything is going to be done a lot quicker. So you see, there are different factors there that will determine how long it will take for a claim to be processed.
Okay, and are we able to download the app as an agent so we could send it directly to the clients? Like, where do we get that app from so we could send it to them?
You can go, I don't know that you can download it and send it to your client, but you can go to the App Store, or to the, I think it's called Google Play for Androids, and you just put the name of the app, Easy Upload,
Okay.
and that's how you get the copy of that's how you get here. That's how you get the. Wait.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Hang on, I was going to show you. There it is. Easy Upload.
Thank you.
Sabrina, you had a question.
Okay, can you give us, or me, because I'm new to the health arena and understanding, it seems like this is like a Affleck kind of a product, because I thought I heard you say in the beginning, this is not health, this insurance, it's not medical, and the product didn't cover pregnancy. So can you, I guess, paint the picture for me, like what is the difference between this product? It seems like a supplement, but what's the difference between this product and like regular health insurance? Like if I have regular health insurance that covers me from CareFirst, Blue Cross Blue Shield, or whatever, like explain the differences for me, because I think I'm still confused a little bit.
Yeah, that's a fair question. Hang on a second. What happened to my presentation? I wanted to pull it up again. Okay, so what this product is it's an indemnity plan. It's not a health coverage. So it's as long as, and it will only cover the benefits that you see listed here. So this is pretty much I don't want to call it like a catastrophic plan, but it would only cover on injury related hospital stays, right? That's for that inpatient hospital confinement. It will cover hospital admission, ambulatory surgical benefits, doctor's office visits, and these benefits that you see listed here. Now, when you have health insurance, if you are, cutting a tomato in your kitchen, and you get pretty deep cut, it's probably that's something that is not going to be covered by Affordable Choice. But if you have health insurance, you go to your primary care physician and they are going to stitch that finger for you. Or if you're feeling that you are at home and you can't breathe very well because of allergies, or I don't know, know, it could be the weather, or you're having fast heartbeat in stuff. You know, that's something that you can, based on that, you can use your health insurance for that. But it's on this one, you won't be covered. So again, this plan is a hospital confinement and fixed indemnity plan. So pretty much it would only cover it in something is like if you are just like really jacked up, right? So you're needing an urgent care, immediate urgent care. It would be this plan.
And are the benefits paid directly to the insured?
That's a great question. There are two options. We can pay directly to the insured, and the insured will pay the provider, or we can pay the provider directly, and whatever is left out, then we'll mail it to the insured on a check.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I got a question.
Hi. Yes.
Are there any professions that are automatically disqualified, like an airline pilot, a firefighter, active military?
That is a great question. I know that I believe there is not for the affordable choice. I'm going to double check with that on that and let you know. I know there is for the accident plan.
Mm-hmm.
And all of those professions, or you know, whatever they do for a living, it will be listed on the agent guide. But you were referring to this affordable choice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wrote a note
Well,
here.
I guess that question would sound anything that requires an accident. You know, a high risk. Because I sold health insurance before, and you know, a lot of people would call in and say, "Oh yeah, I fly freight for so and so, or I do private jets," or very few airline pilots would call because they have universal insurance for them. But or if I have my own private plane, I'm still flying and there's a high risk, so they were automatically disqualified.
Mm-hmm. Let me check here hang on a second. I have my, okay, hang on.
Or
I'm
like a
opening
high rise steel worker who's walking on girders, you know, high up in the air, could fall off. You know? So a lot of those plans would disqualify them simply because of their profession.
Yeah, for a photo, and again, I know that we have those professions listed for the accident plan. They are on the agent guide, but I was not 100% sure if we have it on affordable choice. But let me check.
Gotcha.
This is the brochure. Completing an application, issue agent processing, application status, plan design. Choice underwriting guidelines. Remember to expedite. Blah, 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 blah. The following information is guided. Specific diagnosis situations are handled. I don't. Oh, there's a height and weight chart on affordable choice, and partial list of medications associated with insurable health. Oh no, that's medications.
Getting warmer.
I don't see. Yeah, we're getting warmer. I don't see the professions here, but I will ask. Yeah, certainly. And whenever I email the presentation to Callie, I will include that note. I already wrote it down here for myself. So, but it's not here. So, okay. So I'll get back to you on that. Okay. Well, that's a great question.
Important, so that you don't talk somebody up for half hour, and then once you find out their profession, you can't go any further.
Yeah, they parachute for a living, right? So sometimes the
Right.
parachute may open, or sometimes it may not open. So
Exactly.
yeah. Okay,
But
I'll check on that.
but then life insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it here. So, well, I'll do a little more research on that. But that's a great question, sir. What's your name?
My name's Mark Helwig. I used to be with U.S. Healthcare, and that was a big thing. Find out what their profession is right up front, because they would be, as I said, you talk them up, sell them a great product, then find out that's not going anywhere because of what they do
Mhm.
for a living.
No, that's an absolute love to your question. Thank you so much because no one has ever asked me about that. So you'll have the answer in a couple of hours.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Okay, guys, any more questions while we have the expert on the line?
And just so the policies that do pay out for the people who get them, you're saying that they have to, the ones that's going into the hospital, it has to be an injury, like a physical injury or medical illness.
Correct. Yep.
So somebody
Physical
gets
injury, medical emergency, heart attack, stroke, motorcycle accident, car accident.
all of that would be covered, and they go to the hospital. They're getting
All
daily those benefits.
correct.
So if
All
it's 200 a
benefits
day,
that was getting-
300 a day.
Correct.
Okay.
So you said stroke. So what would be an example of something that would not be included? Is it on this? Is it in the brochure?
I think that when we're looking at a sample policy, I'll be happy to share that with you guys too. And
Okay.
then that way, I'm going to write it down here, sample policy. That will show you exactly, all the benefits that will be covered. But in other words, if it's a life-threatening situation, it will be covered. If I just fell down and, now I have a broken ankle, I mean, that's not a life-threatening situation. Just go and you get a cast, but if life-threatening situation, it will be covered by affordable choice.
Okay, so that doctor's visit would not be covered if they broke their ankle.
I want to say no.
Okay.
Okay, but so this makes sense now. You gave an example of like somebody cutting, I think you said somebody cutting a tomato on a counter, but perhaps they cut their wrist or something like that, like they cut their hand. Now let's just say if it was a little graze, it's nothing life threatening, but now if they cut an artery, that's something different. Yes or no?
Yeah, I want to say yes, but I will have to, double check on my tomato theory here. I mean,
Right. You say, I mean, when you say life threatening, so I'm like, okay, it's not life threatening, it's a little
well, to me, it will be life threatening if I cut off my finger. It's then yeah, you just pick up the finger from the floor and you go to the ER, and most likely you will be admitted into the hospital to get the use crazy glue to put your finger back on.
And I know it may be a dumb question, but I'm gonna ask anyway. People who deal with like suicide ideation, is that an automatic like decline or something, or is
I
there
want to
some?
say it would be because if someone is thinking of that, I will call that as a mental illness.
Okay,
And mental illnesses are not covered by this plan.
right, okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I have a question, Billy. As an agent, if you write a policy for yourself or a family member, how are you paid?
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes.
Are you paid I think what she's asking, are you paid your advance or full or as earned? I think that's what Felicia's trying.
Right. Yes, yes. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you.
Well, the agent chooses if they would like to be paid as earned or on advances.
Okay, even if they write it on themselves or because some of the insurance companies we have, if you write a policy on yourself, and this is for life, if you write a policy for yourself, you'll get paid. You won't get paid as earned. You won't get paid advances.
Well, I will double check on that one too. Man, you
Okay.
guys are throwing me all these curveballs. I love it. So,
You with the Gideon's army. That's why, Daly.
yeah, policy for yourself, paid as earned or advanced.
Yourself or a family member.
Okay, for yourself or family member. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think that is all. Does anybody else have any questions? All right, I'm gonna stop the recording here.